Are you moving to Toronto but want to ensure you live in a safe neighborhood? I'm Sandra and Rinomato, and if this is your first time on this channel and you want to learn everything about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play in Toronto, make sure you tap the subscribe button and click the bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video. And honestly, we get so many phone calls and emails and texts every single day from people moving here. We just love to help them. So even if you're thinking about moving anywhere in the Toronto or GTA area, make sure you give us a call, shoot us an email, or hit the Calendly link below to book an appointment. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when you're moving to Toronto. So let's watch Jessica's journey to find a Toronto condo in the downtown core that she feels safe enough to call home.
I've been in real estate for 15 years, so I know buying a home can be tough. Buying on your own, even tougher. Especially if you're like Jessica. She's all about safety because her dad is a former homicide detective.
Everybody lives next to a serial killer, right?
But she also wants to walk home alone at night. 4 o'clock in the morning. A policeman's daughter? Jessica's full of contradictions and is going to need a push in the right direction if she's gonna buy a place.
I've got the perfect place for you, Fort Knox.
She won't be doing it alone, but she will be doing it by herself.
My name is Jessica, and I'm 28 years old. I'm getting to that age where all my friends are getting married, having kids, buying their first houses. I don't want to be left behind and be that loser who's still renting with roommates when she's 40. Never lived alone before. I've always lived with a roommate. I have to leave the place I'm renting now because my roommate and I have decided to split. She's moving in with her boyfriend and they found a place already. So that leaves me with this place, and I need to find somewhere where I can live alone, and I'd like to buy and start my own life.
Jessica's feeling like it's time to grow up and get on with it. I'm heading over to her place to see how she lives now and figure out what she needs in a home. Awesome, it's very large. Talk about secure. You couldn't even get on the elevator without a fob.
If somebody tries to follow me home, there's no way they're getting in my building.
So is that something you're looking for then, a secure building?
Yeah, definitely safety is like #1 on my list. Growing up with a father who's a cop, I know the darker side of the world, and I think in more of a negative way, always expecting the worst.
Wow, this is a den full of stuff. The musical instruments are yours?
All these are mine, keyboard, flute, and guitar.
Where's the drum set?
By day, I'm an administrative assistant, but by night, I'm a music blogger. Anything to do with music, I'm involved with it.
Do you actually play in here?
I tend not to play them too often, though, because of my roommate. I don't want to bother her.
You have all this stuff and you never play it?
I feel like I'm being constrained right now.
So this is definitely on your wish list then, a den?
Yes, a den is a definite must.
Wow, nice view. Is outdoor space like this something you use?
I need to have a space where I can go outdoors. I get claustrophobic.
So the balcony is a must-have. They're a little bit tough to find. Location, we haven't talked about that at all.
I have to be somewhere where I can walk to work, I can walk to the music venues I work in, and not have to rely on transit.
How late will you walk home?
3, 4 in the morning if I have to.
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. A policeman's daughter? Are you kidding?
I'd prefer to think that because I'm street smart, because of my dad, it's not a problem for me. I'm hyper aware of my surroundings. Check the alleys and stay away from darker streets. I'm always looking out for a fight coming up, kind of sketchy looking characters.
So downtown is on your wish list?
Yes.
Jessica has $65,000 for a down payment and has been approved for a $265,000 mortgage, giving her a budget of $330,000. If she spends the full $330,000 on a condo, her monthly mortgage payments will be $1,323. You're coming from this beautiful place, a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom with a huge kitchen and way up in the sky and fabulous location. What you are going to be looking at will be a miniature version of this.
Miniature doesn't sound good.
Sandra's biggest challenge with me is I'm very focused on certain locations. I don't want to move far out of the city, but I also have a certain budget that I have to keep to, and I want to have a certain size of living space.
Jessica, you're doing this by yourself, but I did ask you to bring 2 of your very favorite advisors. Who are they?
Well, I brought my dad. He's a former homicide detective, so he's in charge of safety.
Danger can be anywhere. It's the things that you don't see that are going to hurt you.
And I also brought my cousin Tara. She's the other young, creative woman in my family, and so she's going to look out for that side of my life.
I think that Jessica needs an awesome, funky space and close to the street so that she's living in the city.
I imagine a building with Jessica living in it that has video cameras, that has a concierge, that has fobs to get in and out of the building and the elevators.
Kind of sounds like you want her to live in a prison.
You haven't seen what I've seen.
I'm not sure that anyone can argue with a homicide detective on this point.
I agree.
It's just obvious that there's a whole lot I don't know, and so I'm stressed, and we haven't even started looking yet.
Jessica is a roommate who wants to become a solo homeowner. My job is to make sure she understands what a difference being alone will make. I'm going to show her 3 condos in happening downtown neighborhoods perfect for Jessica's lifestyle as a music blogger. The first one is a downtown loft in the heart of one of Toronto's most sought-after artsy neighborhoods. It's around the corner from some top live music venues and even a music shop. It has rare outdoor space and is priced within her budget at $325,000. Jessica is bringing her cousin Tara for her artistic eye.
So here we are.
Oh wow, we have stairs.
I chose this suite for you because of the location. This little area here could be used for quite a few things. Could put your desk here, your music stuff, so you sort of have a little tucked away corner for it.
Even though it's not a defined den with walls and doors and whatnot, I still feel okay putting my desk and my musical instruments here and not having it encroach on my living space.
What more do you need, right? You don't work from home.
So it's not a den, it's a dent.
It's a den.
And here is the master bedroom. This walks out to your private terrace, which also backs onto a common area for the entire building.
It's very claustrophobic, this little balcony. Lots of people could get in here right into my bedroom, and I'm not cool with that at all.
There is an alarm system here. You could add a contact on the sliding door, and there are also aftermarket things that you can add so that they can't pop the door open or slide it. But the only people who have access to that space are people who live in the building.
I don't think Dad will be too much of a fan of that either, because everybody lives next to a serial killer, right?
I think growing up with a dad who was a cop has scarred you.
I know. I'm super
But yet you still walk around at night. I don't get it.
Being on her own is a big step for her. So feeling like she's letting go of that extra person security is now translating into needing more lock.
I picked this condo for Jessica because of its musician-friendly location. This building is home to plenty of artist types, just like our music-loving gal. It delivers on her wish list, save the den, and despite Jessica's fears, the terrace is a rare find for a condo. Listed at $325,000, it's within Jessica's budget. It would cost her around $1,776 per month to carry this place.
So the only real negative with this condo is the fact that the bedroom faces a common area.
Everything else works for me, or I can work around, but that's the kind of thing that you can't really fix it. Like, there's no getting around the fact that there's people standing right outside your bedroom door sometimes.
If this unit were on a higher level, would you buy it?
If it was on a higher level and it had its own balcony separated from everything else, then I'd be okay with it.
I've got the perfect place for you, Fort Knox.
Pretty much.
I'm feeling a real contradiction here in what you're saying. Is you want it to be super secure, and yet you insist on being able to walk at night.
I do feel safe enough walking around by myself, but
you don't feel safe enough walking around in your own condo building. That's what is really contradictory.
I think it's something that's kind of necessary. Living in a large city, you do need to have those security measures in place so you feel safe.
So what security and measure do you have when you're walking home at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Well, just knowing myself.
I think if you actually want to claim yourself a city dweller, you need to remember that not everybody's out to get you.
It's a little frustrating having them not understand where I'm coming from in terms of safety and what I want.
It doesn't matter if I agree or even if I understand, but what my client wants, my client will get. And Jessica will not be signing paperwork until she feels completely safe, whatever that means in her mind. Coming up, I take Jessica to a safe house of a condo in a great neighborhood.
It's really a destination for many people from across the city.
But this picky gal thinks the hood ain't happening enough.
I've lived in the city for 3 years now, and I've never come over here.
My client Jessica is a music blogger who is buying a condo by herself. I just showed her a great downtown loft, but the terrace off the bedroom scared this security-obsessed gal.
Even if the alarm company's been called or concierge is downstairs, they're already in my bedroom, and so damage is already being done.
So, I'm showing her a condo on a higher floor.
It's priced at $339,900.
It has an enclosed den and it's in a newer neighborhood a short ride to the downtown club she works at.
I know this area isn't on her radar, but it's young and artsy, just like she is.
Jessica's dad, Chris, is coming to check out the condo.
So here we go.
Cool. It's snug.
It's comfortable and I like the view.
Comfortable and snug. Are you expecting a lot more space?
Not really, no. I think this is enough, like, for myself and for my furniture. I can definitely fit it all in here.
We're on a high floor. Great view.
Well, the first thing I noticed, which is the water, which is awesome. It's really exciting. But there's also this large construction crane right in front of us.
There is construction going on, but I know for a fact that the height of that building will not obstruct your beautiful view. So when you go to resell this, the value will be higher because you will have the view. And you're buying this on your own, and every penny counts.
It's a definite bonus.
I think that's a police station right there, which my dad would be kind of excited about. I can see police cars.
All your buddies.
Yes.
But also very safe, right?
Yes.
So it's open concept.
But I still like the way that there's a division between kitchen and living room.
Right.
I don't feel like everything's in the same room.
It's a small stove. I just want to draw that to your attention because you probably won't get a 20-pound turkey in there.
Come home for Christmas and Easter, you're all
I
right.
don't think I would need.
And here's that den you wanted.
Oh, wow.
Now you like doors, and this is a wonderful thing to have when you're playing your music in here. You won't disturb the people in the hallway.
I never expected to find a den that would have a closing door on it, so that's just an added bonus. Yeah, it'd be nice to keep it all in one room so I'm not bothering anybody on my floor.
Carrying on.
Yay!
Talk about a room with a view.
Wow, that is really impressive. I love the view. Yeah, being able to see the water, especially from my bed, is particularly amazing. And I just find like the windows, floor to ceiling, just gives a really openness to the room. Like I don't feel cramped or closed in at all. It feels very large in here and comfortable.
That actually surprises me because you walked into the condo and you said, what was the word?
Snug.
Snug. And you walk in here, and I mean, this is average size, but you said it feels large. So I'm pleasantly surprised, but I'm also going to challenge you on that living room size again.
Good.
I showed this condo to Jessica because it hits most of her wish list. The only catch is that it's a 10-minute streetcar ride to downtown. But I like this place for Jessica because of the enclosed den. It's listed at $339,900, which would bring Jessica's monthly expenses in around $1,900.
So overall, how are you feeling about this place?
I think everything in the condo is hit everything on my wish list.
And there is a 24-hour concierge
There is,
here.
yes, I noticed that in the way in. It's good. Security in the building, I feel okay about it.
So looking at this place, it hits the mark in so many ways. Let's talk about the location.
I don't feel the sense of community and like closeness. Like it seems just very barren. Like I don't know if I'd feel even secure walking around this little area. Like if I had to go to the grocery store late at night, I don't feel as safe as I do at my home now.
I don't think it's like a dangerous location.
It's very artsy. There are a lot of local artists that show their work, a lot of festivals in the area all year long. It's very pedestrian friendly. And it's really a destination for many people from across the city.
To be honest, like I've lived in the city for 3 years now and I've never come over here.
If this exact suite was in a different location, would it intrigue you more?
I think it would.
It would either be smaller or more expensive.
If I was a betting man, I'd bet on Jessica giving up some space rather than the location.
I could stand for it to be a little bit smaller, but it depends on where the space is going to come out of.
So we could go more snug?
At the very most, I could probably not have a den, and as long as there was a workable space in the living dining room area.
So I'm gonna put that to the test.
Pretty heartbreaking, actually, because, yeah, if I could have everything in here and move it over to where I wanted to, it would be perfect.
Jessica said she found this place snug, but then she did say that she was prepared to sacrifice size. I've got a great place to show her in her favorite neighborhood. I just hope she can deal with the space. Coming up, I show security-obsessed Jessica the Fort Knox of condos.
Short of there being a moat with a dragon in it downstairs, like ain't no one getting in here.
But will she like the space?
Wow, it is kind of tiny.
My client Jessica is looking to buy a condo that suits her lifestyle as a music blogger. I've shown her 2 condos, one downtown with a bedroom terrace that scared our security-obsessed gal,
Everybody lives next to a serial killer, right?
and another farther afield.
It seems just very barren.
Jessica loves her own neighborhood so much that I'm showing her a place right across the street. This condo is downtown central, right beside Toronto's biggest music venues, the baseball stadium and hockey arena. It doesn't have a den, but it's got a great bird's eye view of the city that makes it feel spacious in spite of smaller square footage. Jessica's bringing her cousin Tara to check out the space. Here it is.
Wow, it is kind of tiny.
I think kinda tiny is being pretty generous.
Is that enough space for you?
I don't know. Just thinking about the stuff I have now, I'm not sure all my furniture would fit in here.
I'm bored already. I feel like it couldn't be any beigeur. I feel like the ceilings are coming down on me and it's just this tiny little box in the sky.
I'd say it's the right location. I love everything about this area, but it's just, yeah, this space is, I don't know if it's big enough for me to live in.
This building addresses your concerns about safety. You need a fob to get in the door. There's a 24-hour concierge, and you need a fob to get onto the elevator. Does that make you feel safe?
That's perfect. That's exactly what my building is like now, so I wouldn't feel like I was giving up any of that security.
Short of there being a moat with a dragon in it downstairs, like ain't no one getting in here.
This is the girl that'll walk down the streets at 4 o'clock in the morning by herself, but not down a hallway in a condo.
Right, makes complete sense to me. I feel like she's not totally ready to engage in being a city dweller yet. She wants to walk through it, she wants to be a tourist in her city, and then she wants to retreat to her high up in the sky suburb of a condo.
Let's go see the view. Is that a big enough balcony?
Yeah, I think it's perfect. Like, obviously they can fit like 2 chairs and a table, some shrubbery.
And if you wanted to sunbathe, your toes would touch the end and your head would touch the top, so you're good to go.
Jess, you wanted a place for all your music. Does this space work for you?
Yeah, I definitely think I could fit like my keyboard, my guitar in here, and it's kind of inspiring to play music and look out over the water at the same time.
Absolutely, this view is killer for that.
So just so I'm clear, is this what we're calling a den?
To be clear, this is a 1-bedroom condo, but this is Jess's music room.
It's where the magic happens.
Is there enough space here?
I'm not entirely sure I can fit my bed and my dresser in the same room.
The dresser may not fit in here. Or you could get 2 night tables that have drawers in them and replace the dresser.
That's a little scary because you need your clothes in your room.
Double closet. Oh, there's the dresser. This is a corner unit. So in here you have a wall and a half that's all window. And that was bothering you in the other place. How do you feel about this one?
Actually, I love it. The only reason it was bothering me the other place because it was a walkout to like a public space, and so people could literally walk into my bedroom. Here, there's no chance of that. I actually love having a window wall. I have one in my bedroom right now. It's comforting. The view is amazing. The view is probably like maybe the best part of this whole place.
I picked this condo to show Jessica because it's got the high security she's looking for, and it's in her current neighborhood where she feels safe walking at night. It's listed at $324,900, which would give Jessica monthly expenses of $1,716.
It has everything on my wish list except for size. But I don't feel like claustrophobic in here, so that's good. I don't feel trapped.
And part of that is because there are 3 walls of windows. I would love to be able to tell you honestly that you could get a bigger space in this complex for the money that you have. But it's just not the reality. I'd be lying to you and you'd waste your time. And every week that you waste, the prices just keep going up. And they're going to go out of your range soon. So, you know, this is what you can get in the neighborhood where you live now with just about everything on your wish list.
I'm gonna have to move out soon and finally make a decision, and I don't know which one it's gonna be.
This condo has almost everything on Jessica's wish list, including location. So the question for Jess is, does size matter? So let's look at the 3 homes I've shown Jessica. The downtown loft with the staircase and bedroom terrace, the condo with the enclosed den in the artsy area just west of downtown, and the condo with the bird's eye view that is downtown central and has high security.
I think Jessica should get the condo with the bird's eye view of the city. It's got all the safety and security features that I like to see.
It's obvious to me that the perfect space for Jessica is the condo with the terrace off of the bedroom. It's funky, it's artistic, it's perfect for her.
Jessica, you're not looking very happy. I don't think you've made a decision, have you?
I'm just so torn about which way I should go. Both my dad and my cousin Tara know me really well, and they both have experience, and they're both pulling me in 2 different directions.
Remember, you're making this decision on your own. So you don't have to make those compromises. You don't have to buy this for your dad. You don't have to buy this to make Tara happy. Is there one condo that is leading the race at all?
I am torn between these 3 places because they all have really great aspects and aspects I'm not really sure about.
Coming up, will Jessica sacrifice square footage for location? You look very perplexed, Jessica.
I'm not sure yet what I should be doing.
My client Jessica is a music blogger buying a home by herself. I've shown her 3 condos that would fit her musical lifestyle. The downtown loft with a bedroom terrace that's around the corner from some of the city's top music venues. The condo with the enclosed den in an artistic area just west of downtown. And the small condo with the bird's eye view and high security right next door to the city's 2 biggest concert arenas. So which condo will Jessica make a play for? When you put the key in the door of one of those condos at the end of your workday, which one is going to give you pride of ownership and happiness? I want to come home to this space.
When you put it that way, I know exactly which one would make me the happiest.
Tell me, which condo is it going to be?
Well, the one I've chosen, it's kind of a little silly. I can see it from my window right now. It's the condo with a great bird's eye view of the city.
That's a great choice because you think that space is too small for you, but it'll just be you and your instruments, and you're going to be happy. I know it.
I think so too. I'm ready to move in already.
Now I feel that we can confidently move forward with an offer. Jessica's made up her mind. It's time to write up the offer and see if that bird's eye view condo will be hers. I've done my research and I'm going in $10,000 under asking. It's a bit of a gamble, but let's see if it pays off for Jessica.
I don't like the fact it's taking so long.
I don't know.
Oh, here she is.
Hi.
So, good news?
Congratulations, you got it.
Thank you.
Here's your paperwork, $320,000 worth right there. And Jessica got it for $10,000 under the asking price.
This makes it very official, and 320 is a lot of money.
And are you happy with your choice?
I had to give up a little bit of space, but in the end, it's everything I wanted, so I'm happy. I'm just really excited to have my own place spread out and not have to worry about anybody else.
If you're happy, I'm happy. What about you guys?
It's all good.
It's in a great neighborhood. It's a nice, safe building, and I think she's going to be really happy there.
Here it is. My adult life has come upon me, and I'm not sure where it's going to take me, but I'm excited to see.
And the best thing is, she did it all by herself.
My advice would be don't be too picky. It's really hard to find something that has everything you want. But at the same time, you have to look out for what you're comfortable with and don't make concessions just because the place is cheap or because it's in a good location. Like, you have to be comfortable with everything. It's a really nice feeling to know that it's done and I did it and didn't have a complete breakdown.
For more information about this show, please visit hgtv.ca. If you're getting ready to move in or around Toronto, please reach out to me with the information in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with new videos. See ya.